we going?
That's a good question. I got a weird error.
All the way.
We're going to ignore the error and continue on.
That's the best way to handle it.
It's the only way to handle it. Double check that the stream's actually going.
Oh, it's time for the 8-Bit Show! Wake up! It's the 8-Bit Show!
People not awake?
I don't know.
I'm sure there's
It's almost noon, so they better be awake. You better be awake. It's not time for the 8-Bit Show. There's no reason to be asleep.
If you are, well, we'll come and reset your alarms. Make sure you get up. We'll be there personally.
You must have tuned in for the Nap Bit Show. Where you nap a bit.
Mm.
That's a different show on a different channel.
This is a good show, though.
It is a good show.
Is this like those sleeping streams?
It sounds like it, yeah.
I don't know
Exactly
how I
what
feel
it
about
is.
that. You know, like just I don't know. Sounds creepy.
You're creepy.
I try.
You don't
Thank you.
hear us complaining. Except for
That's
all
true.
the times that I complain.
You constantly complain about it.
Well, yeah. We're here. How's it going, guys?
Yeah, it's going. You know,
Yeah. Been a week.
I'm alive. We survived.
Mm-hmm. Me too. I had oh my god, my arthritis is getting so bad, and I don't know if I've spoken about it here, but my appointment for the rheumatologist, which I made back in November, isn't until November of this year. So
Helpful.
yeah, so I had to call up the doctor and it's like, all right, I need something. You got to give me something. Because my knee was just in so much pain this week. Oh, it's been horrible. So, yeah, that's been fun to deal with. Gotta go pick up my prescription later today. This is now the Old Man Show podcast.
The Old Man Podcast. We talk about all the old man problems.
Yep.
No, my back has been bugging me lately.
Oh yeah, I had to go and I made a mistake on Monday, which caused me to have to run 2 blocks to the gas station.
Oh no.
I left something on the counter.
Oh shit.
It's not great.
Yeah.
So I ran back and I ran those 2 blocks and I pretty well threw out my back doing so, and I've had massive back pain all week. It was starting to get. I've been doing stretches and stuff, so it started getting better and stuff. But it was starting to get to the point where it was starting to feel like I threw out pinched my sciatic nerve again.
Mm-hmm.
And the last time that happened was not fun.
Yeah.
So
That is some of the worst pain. Because it's just so debilitating.
you can't do anything about it. Anyway.
Yeah, right. I guess I'll try to lay down this way now.
It doesn't really help, but at least it's something new. At least it's a pain in a new area. Yeah. Fun Old Man Podcast.
Yeah.
What's that, Sonny?
In my day, back in my day, we used to walk up hills both ways.
Both ways.
The roads changed in my day.
Screw you, old man. I'm never going to stop rocking.
Rock and roll will never die.
So yeah, those lovely old man voices with me today are Coffee and Corn Dogs. Two Littles 505.
Oh, right. That's me. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm here.
My memory's not as good as it used to be.
nor your hearing.
What's that?
What'd you say, Sonny?
What's nows?
Yeah. Life goes on, and we're here to show you the video game news. Talk about our weeks,
Yeah.
nerdy things, and all the fun stuff out there. And it's probably some depressing things as well. So we tend to cover.
I don't want to talk about any of that.
Yeah.
We don't need to talk about people disappearing on the streets and shit.
Oh, no, don't even get me started on that. Maybe we need.
Well, let's talk about brighter things.
Yeah, let's get into some gaming news. Want to do some gaming news? You have some gaming news. You got a lot here.
I do. Well, I mean, I don't really honestly have that much. Two of the things are kind of tied together, and they're more just like, I watched the Nintendo Direct this week.
Hey, me too.
And they were the two most interesting things I saw out of the Nintendo Direct.
Okay,
So
That's fair.
So that there's that, and then just update stuff. Two things are on video game updates that are coming.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we get a shit on Ubisoft like every week.
Yay! Shit on Ubisoft.
Our favorite pastime.
And then whatever you got. Did you read news?
Yeah, I mean, it's mainly the Nintendo stuff. I got a few other things. Just two.
So. Okay.
So yeah.
Well, let's talk about the Nintendo Direct. You watched it.
Deal. We can do
Feelings? Thoughts?
Scott?
There was a lot of stuff I didn't care about in there for sure.
Because that was similar opinion. Out of all the things, there was like a lot of stuff announced and stuff like that, but out of all of it, there was like only two things that I saw. I was like, hey, that looks cool.
Yeah, I mean, it you know, it's gonna matter for some people. There's a lot of cozy games.
There was that. There's like the return of the Tamagotchi thing.
Yeah, the Tamagotchi thing.
And I mean, other than that, like the other small ones that I thought kind of looked cool, like the Dragon Quest 2D 2.5 or whatever remakes. Those look pretty solid.
Yeah.
But they're just, remakes, so it's cool.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the Dragon Quest stuff was cool. Nothing too crazy, but I wonder if Zoe is gonna eat this up right away.
We'll see. I've played both of those ones, and they're not even like. I would be more amped if they're like Dragon Quest 3 2.5.
Yeah.
Because 3 was like awesome. 3 was so good. So I'd be more excited for that over a 1 and 2. But I do like, of course, it looks gorgeous. So art style's nice.
Yeah.
But
no.
Yeah.
It looked good. It's a nice little surprise.
I'm also kind of a little, I want to say a little tired of remakes in general.
That's fair.
It takes like special ones to be like, ooh.
Yeah.
And this is cool or whatever, but I don't want to play through Dragon Quest 1 and 2 again. I did that when I was a kid.
So I mean, are you like super into the Dragon Quest series, or?
I like the Dragon Quest games. I've played a lot of them.
Cause
the newest one was like super fun.
Yeah.
And it went from like where you could play in like the new graphics and stuff, to where you could also put it to old school. And it would be like old school Dragon Quest, and it was super fun.
I just wonder if people who are like really big fans are actually really excited over this, because it makes me think of what's it called when the Final Fantasy games were being remade in 3D.
Yeah.
Which I mean, there wasn't. I can't
There's
even remember
even
now.
only a select few of those that I get super intrigued by, and it's the ones that I really liked the stories too. You know. So it's kind of, it feels like the same to me on this front.
Yeah.
Like if you really liked them, I had a good time with them, but I was young at the time, so
yeah.
I also played a lot of games in a similar vein.
Well, that was what they opened up with. After that, they had what is it? No Sleep for Kaname Date.
Yeah.
That was the thing.
That's the thing. I don't even know what to say. Like, I don't know. Most of the stuff wasn't all that intriguing.
No.
To me.
They
It
had,
was like what, a new like Harvest Moon game or whatever.
oh yeah, no. I'll run down the list here. There's Raidu Remastered, The Mystery of Soulless Army. Again, whatever. Shadow Labyrinth.
Oh, Shadow Labyrinth. That was cool. That's one I didn't add to my list. But that's we've talked about it before. That's that like Pac-Man, that Dark Pac-Man that had that Secret Levels episode and everything.
Yeah.
So there's a bit of intrigue for that one for me.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I like it.
And, you know, I like the Metroidvania aspect.
This one I was actually pretty excited for because I've never played through it completely. Because I've owned like 2 PlayStation devices ever. And I did have a PSP, but it broke before this game came out. And that's Patapon.
I did play Patapon on the PSP.
It's so fun. The little bit I did play of it. Every time I hear anybody talk about it, I'm like, oh, I want that game so bad. So, so it's cool that it's coming.
Yeah, it's a cute little rhythm game.
Yeah,
it's like Lemmings, but you got to play songs.
Yeah.
Patapon.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Patapon.
Yeah, I mean, those are always kind of fun.
Yeah. It's interesting to see it coming over because it's only been on PlayStation before, right? Did it ever come to Xbox?
So. I don't think so.
Because I don't think it's ever been on Nintendo. If it had been, I would have bought it.
I'll take a look real fast.
I'm a niche.
Yeah.
You're a niche. How's that?
I'll kill you.
Yeah, and then we had some Cozy Life things. A Story of Seasons, Grand Bazaar. Looks like your typical cozy life game.
Only on PlayStation.
Yeah. So that's cool that that's coming. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond.
That looks fun. I'm excited for that.
Oh, yeah. No, this looks...
I like the Metroid Prime games like a lot. I thought its move to first person was really fun. The things that had you do, I really enjoy. I mean, it was kind of tedious, but like the scanning to learn about your enemies and stuff like that.
I liked the scanning.
Yeah,
I think it added a level to Metroid that was like fun and lore building.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that it made it feel more like. It made me feel more like it was exploring. Yeah, lending itself a lot more to that. And it sense of discovery.
And because that it like drip feeds you the lore and like the way now that we would consider like, you know, Dark Souls does and stuff. Or it just drops you into this planet. Oh, hey, go explore this planet that no one's been on.
Yep.
And now they're adding new, you know, psychic abilities.
The psychic abilities. Oh my god, when I saw that I was like, what?
Getting a brand new planet to explore.
Yeah.
I like the psychic abilities though. They haven't changed much in like mechanics throughout the years. They still look like puzzles that you would have done in like the Force Unleashed Star Wars games.
Yeah. Well, it made me think of Dead Space, the first Dead Space.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be really fun. So I'm excited for that one. Plus, I haven't played Metroid in a while, actually.
I really want to play through I might actually pick up like the trilogy. and play through that.
I need to do that.
Before I play that one. Just so I can like refresh myself and the story and all that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I want to do that too.
It looks like a lot of fun. I'm super excited to hop back into Samus Aran's boots because Dread was super fun. So hopping into another first-person one would be.
Yeah, that's the thing. I need to pick up Dread as well.
You should. Dread's really good.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't get that when it came out because everyone was talking about it. So
yeah, I picked it up. It's fun. The Emmys are like terrifying.
Oh, so it lives up to its name.
Yeah, you do go through the game with a very good sense of dread. Like the whole
time. After that, we had Disney Villains Cursed Cafe, which I guess is borderlines on like cozy game. You're just making... It is a cozy game. I've played so many of them. Graveyard Keeper, Tavern Keeper. That's all in the same thing. It's interesting that it's you're only making potions and whatnot for the villains. Really want to embrace that villainy. Makes me think of a Superhero Cafe with the bar with all the villains in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it doesn't. I don't know. This definitely looks like it's for kids. So. Then we got, actually this one looked interesting a bit. Another cozy game, Witchbrook. It looks like there could be a lot to it. From what they showed off in the trailer there. But yeah, I don't know. I probably won't pick it up though.
Fair.
This one. I forgot about this one actually. The Eternal Life of Goldman. Do you see that one? The little side scroller, like hand drawn anime, so it kind of has this Cuphead animation style feel to it. And you're just this old guy that's like in a platformer game kicking some ass. So yeah, that one looked pretty fun. I might check that one out. It looks like it could be pretty entertaining. Then we got Gradius Origins. You guys play Gradius?
I mean, I have. I was more of a...
I don't know what that is.
R-Type fan myself. It's a side-scrolling spaceship shooter.
Yeah.
Okay. When you said R-Type, I did know what it was then at that point.
Yeah.
When you compared it to R-Type, yeah.
So it's more or less the same. Yeah.
Yeah. I understand now what it is.
I mean, I think it's cool because, I mean, if you're a fan of those games, they're all like super fun. Gradius was really fun. I just happen to be a bigger fan of R-Type.
That's fair. So they're including
but I played
1 and 2, and then also Salamander 1 and 2 in this Gradius Origins. So
that's cool.
Yeah. And then a game that I played a bit of on the PC, Rift of the Necrodancer. That's coming over to the Switch. So yay!
Hooray! Yeah, there's a whole bunch of like games coming to the Switch.
Yeah.
That have already been out.
Yeah.
That are pretty good, like High on Life and all those. They had like a whole little segment.
Right. Tamagotchi Plaza. You guys like your little Tamagotchis? Who had a Tamagotchi?
I had a Tamagotchi.
Well, I think we all had Tamagotchis or various like off-brand Tamagotchis.
Oh, the Digimons? You guys remember the Digimons? Do you guys not have a Digimon? I didn't, but one of my friends did.
I remember the show.
I never had one of the Digimon things. I mean, I watched Digimon.
Yeah, so the Digimons were cool because they had little connectors on them, so you can, if you and your friend had one, you can connect them together and battle one another. That was like the cool thing about that. Otherwise, it was pretty much a Tamagotchi.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's interesting that they're making any bit of return. More
the Tamagotchis. I know, it's so weird.
More things just from my past trying to come back. It's like I didn't put it in news or anything, but freaking Napster's coming back.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
As more of like a music orient, basically in the same vein as what MySpace was, a music and artist
platform for
social media thing.
What?
But yeah, it's coming back. I was like, what the fuck? It got like sold for like a couple $1 million or something like that.
Wow.
Huh.
It's
I guess people still like remember the name.
Right.
Maybe like a Spotify kind of thing.
I mean, yeah, from the sound of what I read, it sounded more like MySpace thing where bands can engage with fans and stuff.
Like post like
that's kind of cool.
Like live mini shows, maybe like post their merch, all the usual trappings that you can find on their website in one social media. That's kind of like what
a bad idea.
Yeah, wasn't one of the ticket companies was trying to do that. It was just a horrible interface, but
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't.
None of the ticket companies have good interfaces for their regular websites.
Again, I didn't read like the article in full. I just kind of skimmed it a little bit, but yeah,
that's honestly a pretty good idea. If you can get engaged,
I was kind of blown away by it, like just the fact that they're coming back. You know?
Yeah, exactly right.
It's like what the okay. I mean, I never used Napster.
Never.
Yeah.
Not once.
Not even once.
I was an innocent boy who never did that. Except all shit.
I wouldn't even know how. Like, what is that? Napster? Never heard of her.
Are you talking about that episode in Futurama with Kidnapster?
That must be it. Yeah, that's a play. It's a play on that.
Yeah. Nailed it. What else? Oh, next
Pokemon game.
Yeah, next up, Pokemon Legends. Z through A? ZA? Pokemon Legends
or
something like that. I mean, it looked like a nice little open, not world, open city. So we'll see. For the Pokemon people, that might be pretty cool.
I'm glad to see some bit of evolution in the Pokemon franchise in any sense. But even their like move to like 3D platform and stuff has been like still more or less the same.
Yeah. Yep.
Although this looks like slightly different with trying to get like a bigger rank in the city or whatever.
Yeah, I think the whole like, at nighttime, that's when the Pokemon Master Trainers come out. That's when you can battle them.
Some like underground fighting league,
right?
Like it's already bad enough that you enslave these animals to fight for your will.
They should have called it Pokemon Underground.
Yeah, right. Awesome. More adult oriented.
Now introducing the cage match.
Yeah. Now you can make your Pokemon bleed.
That's awesome now.
So yeah, that'll be cool for Pokemon fans, I'm sure. Or it'll suck balls, because that seems to be the way that those games are going lately.
Yeah.
I was super excited for the next one, which should be on screen right now. Rhythm Heaven Groove.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love the Rhythm Heaven game so much.
I know you like the Rhythm Heaven games.
I've been dying for a new one, so I was so sad that it's not going to be released till 2026.
I like that they're doing something kind of interesting with it, but changing your perspective, making it a little bit harder. Unless you have the sound, you know.
Yeah.
Rhythm games are what they are. So,
yeah.
I mean,
if
rhythm games, they're fun. If you like rhythm games, you'll probably like it.
Right. And
you like those goofy ones too.
I do like the goofy ones for sure, which is exactly what Rhythm Heaven is.
Was that one on DS?
Which one?
That rhythm game with the like ridiculous, like the ridiculous dudes and shit.
Oh, you're talking about oh shoot, what's it called? With the agents.
Yeah.
Oh crap, what's it called?
I expected you to know because you like this.
Yeah.
You disappoint me.
I'm very much disappointed right now. It's just
You're very, very much disappointing me.
It's Elite Beat Agents.
You let me down. There you go.
I remembered it. I was trying to look it up and I remembered it before I finished finding it. That game. Good. I love that game so much. I was trying to cheat. I knew what it was. I just, it was one of those brain fart moments.
I mean, that game kind of became a pretty big cult classic.
Yeah.
On, a lot of people's lists of like really good.
Well, honestly, it made me like enjoy some songs that I would otherwise never listen to.
It was a ridiculous game.
It really was.
Utterly ridiculous game.
Oh, there's some of the scenes are so great. And you remember the Mega 64 video?
Yeah.
Those are good.
I like rhythm games too, and I really liked the Final Fantasy one.
Mm-hmm. Theater Rhythm.
Yeah, I had it. You got it for me from the DS.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I love that.
I really wanted to get it on the Switch. I'm so sad that they haven't come out with a touchscreen like update for it, because that was the best way to play it in my opinion.
Yeah, well, for sure.
So yeah, not having that option in the latest one is a little bit of a bummer. But yeah, that one was really good too. So then before Nintendo finished up what games are coming, they explained the new virtual game cards. How'd you feel about this one? I think it's interesting.
It's kind of cool. It's an interesting idea, mm-hmm. but it seems so convoluted too.
It does. It feels like there's going to be, like, in some ways it's going to limit you more than before, but there's a trade-off there in giving you some more freedom as well, as a person who gets to borrow games, or who will be borrowing games.
As someone who thinks Nintendo needs more freedom in general, at least it's something.
Yeah. Right.
So I'm not going to play too much, but at the same, come on.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Like, it's got to be easier than how they do it.
Well, it sounds like the hardest part will be setting it up.
Yeah. I mean, I like Steam's new family share thing seems a lot better.
Oh yeah, no. Their family share thing is pretty great. I feel like I wish that Nintendo could just do that. Like, okay, you're in the same family, like you guys can share as long as nobody's actively playing it, which is, it's kind of how it is right now, except you have to have an internet connection for those games to work.
Yeah. Some of that makes sense.
Yeah, the cooler part about this is that you don't need that internet connection.
Yeah.
So you just need it on
the like loading up.
Yeah.
Like then transferring it over and stuff. Mm-hmm. Loading or ejecting.
Yeah.
Is what it's specifying for that stuff. But cool. I mean, I like the idea as far as, being able to actually share games and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's like everybody seemed to forget about that, even though Xbox did a whole thing to like snub PlayStation on it. Or PlayStation did a whole thing to snub Xbox on the whole sharing games thing.
Mm-hmm.
But they also just, ever since then, ignored that whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Making it completely obvious it was a total ploy after what happened with...
Oh, yeah.
Like, that speech was written up in like maybe 15 minutes before they started.
Right. So yeah, that's cool. Then we got a list of some other games dropping over. High on Life, Star Overdrive, The Wandering Village, King of Meat, which I remember when this was first announced. It looked interesting. Lose Lagoon, Fantasy Life, The Girl Who Steals Time. Yeah? No? Maybe? Something?
I don't, maybe. I have no idea.
And then Saga Frontier 2 remastered. The next game they showed off, which was also, I believe this has come out on other things before. I wasn't super paying attention because I think I've seen this. But Monument Valley 1, 2, and 3. So I assume 1 and 2, they've already come out. I don't know about 3, though. But those look like interesting little puzzle games. And then we got everybody's golf Hot Shots.
Hot Shots Golf was always fun, so that could be cool. I mean,
I was actually thinking that too. It's been a while since I played a golf game. Like, I might end up checking this out.
Hot Shots was great because it has like, it takes itself seriously, but also has some like fun aspect to it instead of being too serious.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't like my golf games to be too serious.
Right. I need I
do. I need a full immersive golf sim.
Like What the Golf?
Exactly like What the Golf.
Yeah, that was the most accurate golf game I've ever played.
Yep. I didn't know that's how golf was played, but I was thinking like golfy. Feels just like, it feels just like real life. Hit the links, get your deck together.
Get your deck together, go out on the links.
Build some ramps out on the course. Walls. Jump pads. Classic golfing.
Classic.
Then there was Marvel Comic Invasion. That looks like a game.
That's the other one that I am like. That's the other one that really, really, really intrigued me, and I'm super excited for. Yeah, because that's the same guys who made Shredder's Revenge, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game, and that game was like super fun. And so now they're doing it with the X-Men, and there's supposed to be like a big ass roster of like 15 characters.
Oh, really? 15 characters?
Or at least rumored so far.
Interesting.
And I mean, I'm a big fan of those like classic beat 'em ups from the past.
It reminded me of obviously TMNT, but also a bit of Maximum Carnage. You guys remember Maximum Carnage?
Yeah.
That was good.
Well, all of those, I mean, right? Like, it's all the same.
Yeah.
This one seems to have some flair from, like, the old X-Men game.
Yeah, a bit. The old the arcade one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm super excited, mostly because it's by those same guys who did Shredder's Revenge, and that was a fantastic game and a lot of fun multiplayer. And they supported that game really well, including adding up like 4 other characters.
Right.
I bought that game for Andrew because it had one of his favorite characters in it.
Indeed.
Which is?
Oh, Usagi Yojimbo. Recognize.
The rabbit.
That's fair.
So I don't know. There's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one was so like fresh and nostalgic feeling all at the same time that it has me excited for this new Marvel's one.
Yeah. And then Nintendo ended the Direct with Tomodachi Life. Which when was the last? When did the last Tomodachi come out? It's been a while, right? Pre-Switch?
Yeah.
Pre-Wii U, I think.
Yeah.
DS, maybe. Yeah.
Was the one on the 3DS?
Yeah. I think so. I can't remember. Either way, it's been a while. I've always have been interested in these games because they look so ridiculous.
I mean,
so I might check this one out because it looks like it still has that quirkiness. This looks like the cozy life experience that I want. I played enough of them at this point where I'm like, all right, they're bleeding into one another. I need something that gives me some flair. You know, even Animal Crossing is feeling a little long in the tooth. So yeah, I might check that one out. Looks silly. And otherwise, Nintendo also announced that they have.
Hold on.
Holding.
The stream stopped.
Holding.
Oh, okay. Is it no?
No? Yes? Maybe? Did the YouTube stream die?
I was watching the feed and it just like ended.
Yeah, you're right. Oh no. It says we're still live. But is it not actually going?
I'm confused.
I'm confused too. No, it's saying that we're live.
Okay.
Can I still be Andrew?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know why I did that. That was weird.
Yeah, it did it to me too.
It did it again.
No, what you're seeing now is actually the end of the Nintendo Switch video, maybe.
Maybe. This what's fucking me up. Okay.
No, before my stream stopped too. Like it looked like it was all. I don't know what happened with YouTube.
Nah, fuck me up. We're good. All right. No, we good.
So yeah, Nintendo also announced an app where you can get their latest news, which is weird. I'm sure there'll be like fun things in there too at some point or whatever, but yeah, I guess check it out.
I don't know if I need an app for Nintendo news, right? What do they even have Nintendo Directs for?
Exactly.
Through that they announced a date for a live action.
They did
Zelda, and also announced that it was like part of a trilogy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you'll get news like that if you sign up.
So worrying news?
Yeah. Okay. You'll know exactly what to fear in the coming future. It's better than an unknown fear, right?
That's true, I guess. Yeah, you got me there.
Yeah, March 26th. Mark your calendar now. 2027. We'll get The Legend of Zelda.
Wow.
That's so far in the future, honestly. Like,
no need to fear. I'm sure it'll be a blockbuster.
Live action adaptations of video games are always great.
Yeah, I've
always.
Never seen
There's never been a bad one.
Never.
I have actually seen some good ones lately.
Yeah, like Mario Brothers and.
Well, that wasn't a live action adaptation.
No, I'm talking about the live action.
No. I mean, I do like that movie too.
That's gold. That's gold.
And Street Fighter.
That's gold too.
I mean, like Twisted Metal TV series. That was good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was solid. The Fallout one wasn't bad.
Fallout one was good.
Yeah. Had fun with that. Actually,
apparently, The Last of Us is good.
But... That's some surprisingly good live action stuff lately.
It's true. We'll see, because it's like
the Sonic movies were fun.
I've only seen the first one. I have a lot of thoughts about it myself.
Like, the thing is with Zelda, there's like, in the world that it's in, it's like, this could be either really good or really bad. And the only way you're going to find out is until you watch it.
True.
And it's one of those things where it's like, it doesn't matter how much money they put into it. It doesn't matter the caliber of actors. Like, you just won't know until you see it. Interesting sound.
Well, that was pretty much the Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, that was a Direct. Let's move on. What do you got? Why am I transition?
Oh, it's up to me. Okay.
Yeah. I only have one other thing, so.
Yeah, we're counting on you now.
Oh, God.
Won't you save us?
Well, in more exciting news, because I always have to keep up with this game, because I find it fascinating that No Man's Sky has yet another major update.
Oh, does it now?
Yeah. It came out with the Relics update.
Interesting.
In which it shows off like digging around, and you can unearth hidden treasures and even like bones and stuff that you can collect. And even like the bones, you can figure out what they go to and put together like a museum of the bones by collecting like a whole skeleton.
Interesting.
And there's a new person on the space stations that will like, give you maps to them and stuff. But beware, as there's things lurking, also ready to defend those relics.
Oh, don't be careful.
In the trailers, they show off like big old stone golems, some like elementals, some like robots. That's lots of crazy things that look like they could kill the shit out of you pretty easy.
Yeah.
But man, it is awesome that like that game's almost 10 years old and just still rocking out update after update.
I know, their support for it is so cool.
And have not charged a single penny.
I know,
for
right?
Any of it.
I want to know how much money they're still making. Like, honestly, like, are they just...
Their numbers are still, like, people are playing it. Like, the numbers are still pretty strong. For a game that's 10 years old, those numbers are still pretty positive.
Yeah, they're doing it.
And the way that they're, like, working on their new game and because they're using the same architecture, are able to take and be like, oh, we can implement this into No Man's Sky. Like really easy, and they're doing that just on a constant basis.
Yeah, what
a way to
exactly it's
just
genius.
Support your game.
Yeah, like we're building something new, but we're also gonna backport that. You know, like why not? This is a company I at first worried the crap out of me, and here's the thing, like it just shows that these are developers that they had good intentions to begin with, right? Like,
oh yeah, no, I think from if you go back and look at all the interviews done by Sean Murray,
that's the head.
I think that's his name.
I can't remember, but
anyways, if you go back and look at the interviews he did before No Man's Sky and when all those trailers were coming out. And, you know, people calling him out for lying and stuff like that, that it was kind of clear. Hello Games, their game before this was like a cell phone game.
Yeah.
And then they did No Man's Sky. And so doing interviews and stuff for hyping up your game is a wholly new experience for them. And I feel he made a very common mistake in that book of like stating everything they wanted to put in the game instead of saying everything they have in the game.
Yeah, like, definitely.
Currently. And he fucked up. But you
know what? They owned it. Like, that's the thing.
Well, yeah, they stayed quiet for like half a year. For like 6 months, they went into like reclusiveness. And then when they came back, it was like, hey, we're sorry. Here's this update called like Foundations, and this is going to lay forth our future. And then they've delivered.
Yeah, they majorly delivered, honestly.
Like on a fairly constant basis from that point on, like every 3 months, there was some sort of like fairly decent sized expansion.
Right.
And that has slowed down here and there between like some expansions have been like a little bit longer. But I feel lately they've just been like, because they're working so hard on that other game, they're like releasing new ones like crazy. Like we just got the Worlds update, part 1 and 2. Or I don't even know if we have part 2 yet. We had the Worlds update, and that was huge. And now this one, although albeit probably a little smaller than that of Worlds, but like still,
yeah,
they're still going.
Right?
Awesome.
Yeah, no, they're doing such a great job. Like I can't recommend this game more to anybody who's even slightly into the genre, you know?
Most successful, like, comeback story in video games.
It's true. Yeah, I agree. So yeah, I'm glad that they're bringing more. And it's the thing is, the way they do it, it just feels like such a surprise where you're just like, oh yeah, okay, sweet. I'm gonna go play some more to check out this new stuff. Because I mean, since it is kind of an older game, I do get pulled away from it a lot. But every time that I go back and play it to check out anything new, I definitely get sucked in for a bit.
I always like to wait like a few because of how they've been doing it. I wait a few updates, come back, and it's like, oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of cool shit I can go play around with. All right, let's go sink another 150 hours in.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Which is why I have like 600 hours in there.
Indeed. You want to keep running with yours, or?
Yeah, well, okay, let's continue. I'll do this one because it kind of also connects with like game updates coming out. Marvel Rivals, many players have noticed that it likes to take all of your RAM.
Yeah, all 16 gigs.
What?
That you have to have.
Even if you have 32, it seems to want to take that too.
Oh, that doesn't happen
as
to me.
People have pointed out.
I'll have to double check that and see.
No, it's been having an issue, even so much so that a technical designer said that they do know about the problem and that it is big. And they're like really trying to work on it. Hopefully by season 2.
That's good. That's a few weeks away. Speaking of that, did you see the... No, go ahead.
Because a lot of players, their statement was, it says, on PC we realized that optimization is a big problem.
Yeah,
especially for memory consumption. So it may be that in season 2, we will have a experimental checkbox in our launcher players can use to reduce memory consumption significantly.
Oh, okay.
So that's the idea, is that hopefully at season 2 they'll have like an option into this so they can figure it out, really.
Yeah, like here's the thing, like when it comes to PC gaming, on the developer side, it's so easy nowadays to just go ahead and throw all that you can into the game and not worry about optimization, because we've honestly come a long way where a lot of the times it's not super necessary. I mean, look at what's that game we play? Metaphysical. Like, that game should not take up the resources that it does by any means.
But it's so big.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the thing, is that there's so many, like, I think with PC, people have to remember that there's so many different varieties of systems that people are using that you really should be optimizing.
Yeah, I mean, they have, like, they talk about too, this developer guy, how big of a problem it is to, like, organize a fix.
Mm-hmm.
And it can't just be like in a small patch, and they gotta, like, fully test for all the circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
On PC, that's difficult, especially considering that it's a new engine for them.
Yeah.
So they're trying to figure out how to optimize it. They are. They realize the problem, and they're gonna keep optimizing.
That's good.
Hopefully, it'll get better.
Yep, I'm sure it will in due time. Along with that, did you see the latest update? The orange, mega orange skin for Venom?
No.
So right now you can purchase that skin as like a little bundle for $3. And that unlocks, if you play 3 matches a day, you get the next reward. One of those rewards being a costume token that you can use on. There's like not just a handful. There's a good amount of costumes in there. None of like the really big crazy ones, but they look like some of the older ones. So it's kind of a cool way to cheaply get another more fancy costume. Just a cool little thing. So but yeah, that came out, I think, yesterday or the day before.
I don't know. I have no idea. I saw that they had a twerking emote for Venom. Apparently,
I didn't.
That came out.
It's
finally.
A little bit of time. I don't know if that was a farce or not. So I don't. I just saw like a little article thing.
I mean, people are doing it anyways. Might as well give the people what they want.
Yeah. I mean,
him and Groot.
He does have the biggest cake. You know?
Right.
Makes sense.
It does.
That he'd know how to work it.
He definitely knows how to work it.
So trending all over social media is a lot. Of course, AI stuff is everywhere. And recently, a new ChatGPT thing came out where people were giblifying images.
Yeah.
It got really bad.
To say the least.
Yeah, it started hitting everywhere. You had Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, tweeted a picture and one from the White House Twitter handle, which was great. It showed a U.S. soldier putting handcuffs on a woman in tears. It was such a lovely image to put out. Yeah, there seems to be. I mean, it's going like crazy, but the response to it seems to be like mostly from what I see on my side is people complaining and talking about how Miyazaki would fucking hate this.
Oh yeah, no.
As a guy who like criticized like the Shojin style and the shortcut style of animations. Notoriously hated like even that. I think he would be just furious.
Yeah.
As a guy whose like level of detail was insane. And they did it without like any permission. Like me and Andrew were kind of talking about it earlier, and like if Studio Ghibli like put out a thing where they offered like this filter you could do with images, it wouldn't be like nearly the same like level. But it comes to like from ChatGPT, not the studio had nothing to do with it. So far, there is no comment from Studio Ghibli.
Yeah.
But hilariously enough, the AI usage doesn't stop there, as people have also been using AI to generate cease and desist letters.
What?
And claiming that they received cease and desist letters from the studio.
Oh, wow.
But it was determined that those letters were fake. Not real. And that's kind of the only comment we have had is the studio did confirm that they did not send any out.
Okay.
As of now, as of right now, they haven't sent anything out. So yeah, it's kind of weird. You just have a whole bunch of people. Obviously, people are upset, and so maybe they're the ones who are like doing like, oh, look what I got in trouble with. I got a cease and desist, so they can get other people to stop. Which makes sense. I mean, it's kind of gross. A lot of artists work really hard for that style.
Yeah, no.
Not just Miyazaki either. Like,
I mean, here's the thing.
Ghibli has a style. Even without Miyazaki, all their films have a very similar art direction.
Exactly. I mean, and I get this. If this is like, all right, you're fucking around in Snapchat or whatever, you throw, the Studio Ghibli filter on or whatever. Like, for personal use, I think it's something where, like, I get that people like that art style, so maybe they're taking pictures. And
I get what people are hopping on it.
Yeah,
but like it's still kind of just like I said, if Studio Ghibli put out a filter type thing where you could do that,
yeah,
that'd be cool as shit, and obviously people would love it. But the way it did happen was just kind of gross. It's like it points to a reason a lot of the artists are mad, which is they just steal art from people, and there's no better example of it than this. Like it's not just like somebody creating an image and being like, oh, they steal people's art. No, you did. You stole the whole like studio's art design to do this.
Yeah,
and it's clear it was trained on that.
Oh yeah, no.
I mean, they're still horrible though. Like if you look at the images, they're still bad. They're four-fingered people, freaking things that don't quite make sense the longer you look at the images, Yeah,
and there's the one that I was telling you about earlier. The what's it called? That one movie, Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
Like somebody made a trailer that like honestly, it's just like it doesn't flow together right or anything, and this guy spent $250 on with the AI model to make it, and then another 9 hours to like edit the whole thing, and it's like,
and see, the thing is I've seen people emulate Studio Ghibli style. Yeah, I've seen well before this came out, I had seen someone do a Studio Ghibli Legend of Zelda trailer.
Oh yeah. I saw that too. That was pretty cool.
It was cool. But someone was behind that. It wasn't AI.
Well, yeah, that's the argument though. Like, what is the difference if it's a robot versus a person? Is it still stealing?
Yeah, because they stole the images for their like learning.
Well, but I mean, that's the thing. Like, what if they didn't, right? Like, what if it's somebody who used their own images where they try to create it? It's one thing where we can point to ChatGPT and say,
I mean, why the what if though? I mean, what if they didn't? But they did. They did steal a whole bunch of people's artworks and images.
No, but I'm saying that if it's like, if you had somebody, especially with the Chinese, they released that AI model now. With that, if somebody uses their own artwork inside of there to start creating their own images with the model, where does that fall into it? Like, yeah, they're still using AI, but maybe they use their own artwork as the inspiration, which then they, took that inspiration that they used from Studio Ghibli, or a number of different artists, like where is that line drawn? And I think that's something that needs to be addressed one way or another. I
mean, that's fallen onto like the copyright issue.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's where it needs to be settled. That needs to be figured out. Because I think there's a lot of people who have some decent arguments either which way, of like what does it mean?
When we've talked about it before, I've mentioned like if you could have like or whatever you call it, an engine that's running off of like all the artwork that's included in its learning is artwork that you've paid for the rights to have, and like it's a team of artists that work together and know what they're getting into.
Mm-hmm.
Then it'd be hard to be truly upset with. I mean, their images aren't going to look great.
Yeah,
AI is not that good.
Yeah, exactly. Your model, whatever your model is using, you need to have the rights for.
Of everything in it. Everything that you've learned, like, it's learning off of. Those other people, like,
I feel like that's
the way you put it, like, the people learning off of, like, if you used your artwork for the images, well, if you can create images in the vein of Studio Ghibli, then you don't really need the AI. You're trying to use the AI for something else.
Yeah.
It would be hard to, like, argue on like
exactly
who owns the copyright to it, but like there are moral ways to do it. We're just not seeing them done.
No, and it's these bigger companies that they're taking advantage of that because it is just readily out there and they can suck it up because they have this massive amount of money and all these technologies that allow them to do that, and that's the shitty thing, which is why it's like something that I want to see. I keep forgetting the name of it, that Chinese AI. I want to see where that goes, honestly, because that's something that you can run in your home. And I think that is far more valuable.
Something that you could feed your own code to is an interesting thing.
So,
it's giving you the framework for what these bigger ones are.
Yeah.
So it allows, I think that opens up the door for like people to be able to use it and not these corporate ways that are just extorting people and trying to get away with not having to pay artists and shit.
Yeah. And I think bottom line, that's like if art is in, the inside the public domain, all right, fine, you can use that because that's part of public domain. But
public domain stuff is public domain.
Yeah,
it's hard to.
But
okay. Oh yeah, do whatever you want with that.
Yeah, but outside of that, you need to own the rights. You need to have them licensed to you in order to be used in your AI model. I don't know why that is a difficult thing for.
That's why these like strikes and stuff are so important that you see with like the voice actors and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
They're trying to protect themselves from their stuff being used for things they don't consent to.
Mm-hmm.
And the right to their own identity, like when you are like a voice actor and you're that having that style is yours. It's the reason that you would get hired.
Yeah.
If they could just do that, then there's no need for you. And if they're copying you, they don't have to pay you. Like, there needs to be protections for that. That's why it's so intrinsically important. And the video game industry is just not wanting. Like,
yeah, right.
The people in charge don't want to let go of free money. That's why you have like reports of like companies like we're getting like now people who have been like let go from like Blizzard and stuff have been able to like come out and talk about like what's happened to their like industry. I think the last one I saw was from like some Bethesda people who left a while back, and just how much they don't want to like let go of things. If they can make something that much easier, they'll fire 20 2D artists and replace them with an AI, like for sure, and make sure that the remainders have to rely on things like AI to help.
Yeah,
with the workload.
Right. Yeah, that's shitty.
And it's just, yeah, AI could be useful for a number of things, but these people are just going to take advantage of it as much as they can.
Right. I think here's the thing is that people started getting curious on what it can do, and which I think that's all good and well. And then once they saw, oh, these things that we pay a shit ton of money for, we can maybe skirt around it with AI. All these corporate entities were like, oh, let's go that way and start developing them for that. And
that's what they saw. Yeah, they didn't see that like AI should have been used to do like the simple stuff that you shouldn't have to use people for.
Yeah,
where we can go, then people can go and do like the creative stuff more and produce more of that. But they want to do it the opposite way, where the AI will produce the creative stuff and people will do the meaningless tasks.
And that's the thing is that we haven't unlocked like the biggest possible potential of AI. So like,
no,
here's the thing is that
I think if you're afraid of AI, you're over exaggerating it. Look at it. It can't even produce a hand.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen some of the models that are getting much better, but you can still tell, like if you look long enough, like it's one of those things where I think we're at the point where it's like, oh yeah, first glance, you're not going to notice anything. But the more you look at it, like the more obvious it becomes. And I don't think
some of them are just so blatant. You look at it, you're like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, no. I'm talking about the newest, like super expensive things that you can get, like the stuff that isn't readily available to the public. But as that becomes more available, I still think it's going to be a thing that we're going to see easily. It's not like companies can't hide this.
I mean, you got Steam.
Unless you're having somebody...
Steam starting to, like, regulate at least some of it a little bit, where they have to now put...
Right, yeah.
...warnings in. And then you saw games that tried to get, like, around that by not having it at release, but then having AI content later.
Yeah.
And they started kicking back on that, too. So, I mean... Okay. At least someone's trying to stop that shit too much.
Right.
I mean, honestly, the more you see it, especially in games, it's such a backlash that it needs to be loud and stuff, just like it was with like loot boxes and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
I haven't killed those like completely, but enough gamers have thrown enough fits about it that it does get second guessed in putting that in there. So hopefully with that we can see a similar thing where we just prevent them from using it as much as possible by our just lack of interest in the things that use it.
Yeah. We'll
still got a long way to go.
Yeah, it does have a long way to go.
I saw a video of someone used like a new game, I put in quotation marks here, came out that's like completely done with AI and generative. It's learned off of old games and stuff like that. But like when you start it up, the opening says this is not a game nor intended for entertainment purposes. It's basically just to see the tool, right? Live demonstration, whatever. But it goes through some things. And the first thing he went through was this like Minecraft. It's like AI generated Minecraft.
Oh.
And it was it looked like
I think I know what you're talking about.
It looked like you were trying to play Minecraft on like a potato.
Yeah, yep.
And like anytime he like looked away from an object, it like just straight disappear. He was placing things and things were just going all funky. Plus trying to see any detail, just all the textures and shit are just blending together. It was a fucking nightmare. Like playing it. And it lasted for like 5 minutes before it popped up. Okay, well that was it for this. Check out our different experiences.
Yeah, that's part of the whole like, oh, this is AI like generating the game.
Yeah, this is what we're at right now.
Yeah.
And it's not good. Not good.
No. It's interesting though that it can create the world and whatnot. But again, like these are just interesting things, you know. They're nothing that you want to actually be using regularly to have fun, because it doesn't look like that. It doesn't look fun at all.
It doesn't look great, no.
Yeah. You want to do your last one here?
Yeah, I got one more thing.
Yeah.
Tencent gave Ubisoft some money. They're forming a new company that will take over Ubisoft's most successful franchises. Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, and Rainbow Six.
Sounds like Assassin's Creed is doing fairly well. I keep reading more reviews that are like, this is actually a pretty good game.
The reviews aren't bad, and it's done okay, although we don't know yet about the full outcome of this. Of the game itself, whether it's done well enough.
Right.
But they did announce that they're having a dedicated subsidiary that will focus on building the game's ecosystems, designed to become truly evergreen and multi-platform. And as we accelerate the company's transformation, this is a foundational step in changing Ubisoft's operational model that will enable us to be both agile and ambitious. This is coming from Yves Guillemot.
Agile and ambitious.
CEO of Ubisoft and world's biggest shitface. A legend. We are focused on building strong game ecosystems designed to become evergreen, growing high platform brands to create new IPs powered by cutting edge and emerging technologies. Few things to note. Tencent put in 1.5 or 1.25 billion dollars.
Wow.
So they are a minority shareholder with 25% of the investment into them. And this does not take away from the big thing that's been asked for. It does look like the Guillemot brothers, or the Guillemot family, will still be in charge of this new subsidiary.
This new thing.
This new thing. Of course, there's gonna be someone residing over that aspect, just like with Ubisoft. We're talking about CEOs here. They don't do anything, so there'll be somebody in charge of the office over there. This seems to be trying to make sure that they don't lose focus on supporting games. Because apparently the way they do things now are, once one game's done, everyone's moving on to the next one.
Yeah.
So this will help keep support going longer for those other games. Probably in a trend to try and trace live action. Just talking to Ubisoft here. So who knows? But they'll be focused on just those three while the rest of the Ubisoft takes over, the other part.
Okay.
This will probably lead to more layoffs, although that's yet to be seen. Transaction is expected to complete in 2025. And according to Tencent president Martin Lau, we are excited to extend our long-standing partnership with Ubisoft through this investment, which reflects our continued confidence in Ubisoft's creative vision and exceptional talent to drive sustained success in the industry. We see the immense potential for these franchises to evolve into long-term evergreen game platforms. I don't know where this word is coming from. It's new wording they're using to create a new engaging experience for gamers. So yeah. I don't know if this is a way for them to take their biggest franchises and then maybe go ahead and give AJ Investments what they want. Because from what I can tell, I don't think AJ Investments is a part of this new thing.
Yeah.
And they're the ones who've been kicking up that fuss.
Yeah.
So this may be a way to... my current theory, this is all theory, I don't know for sure, but what I feel is that they're taking their biggest franchises, moving over there, so that maybe the Guillermo families do leave Ubisoft behind.
I see what you're saying.
They're taking their biggest shit and running.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what I see happening, but only time will really tell. Currently, they're still in charge of both.
Right. Huh. This is, it's interesting here. I think you're right. That sounds very plausible.
Because, Tencent is even part of Ubisoft.
Yeah.
So, them putting out an investment, I don't know. It seems like
this is all. This is messing with how things work to get what you want, right? I don't see the reason for it otherwise. It's weird.
Yeah, I think it's a way for them to keep a hold of those things while Ubisoft itself is in hardcore financial trouble.
Yeah.
And they don't want to cave completely to the fucking demands of the investors.
Right. They clearly don't.
So, hey, we're going to move over here with these other investors in Tencent. Not you.
Not you.
I could be wrong on them not being involved. That stuff is pretty hard to find in depth. I looked, couldn't see anything. This was the big article I investigated.
Yeah, it'll be interesting because that's the thing too. Is I don't know if technically this can all be posed as oh, this is what we have to do in order to stay alive, right? So it's from a business standpoint, it's not necessarily a horrible thing to do. So I don't know if the board could be oh, well, you're
look,
trying
if
to
it
fuck
can
us
lead
over.
if it could lead to Guillermo's being less involved with Ubisoft, even if Ubisoft takes their three biggest ones and bounces,
right?
That still leaves some decent IPs for Ubisoft.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know where that will fall, but at least it'll still leave some decent stuff there, and may open it up to being managed and run better by better people. So if that happens if the long run comes down to the subsidiary breaking off and the Guillermo's going off and Ubisoft going off, I consider that a win for all the developers who stayed at the Ubisoft side.
Indeed. Yeah, we'll have to see how this shakes up. That makes me think of though, did you see the, what are they called? Monolith, right? For the Nemesis system?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see?
Yeah, Warner Brothers game.
Yeah, did you see that interview, that the reason why it was even created in the first place?
No.
So they said that, you know, at the time they were combating used games and trying to figure out a way that they could have people want to keep their games instead of selling them. And what they came up with was the Nemesis system, which I think is actually kind of a legit way to look at it. Like, how do we make our games so fun and engaging that
they don't want to sell them?
Yeah,
that they'll keep playing them.
Right. It just,
I mean, that's something to keep in mind all the time. It's so bad that you unfortunately took that away from the rest of the gaming world,
right,
and refused to do anything with it. Mm-hmm, and now you shut down, and now what?
Well, with all this talk of it, I just hope they're looking at it again some more, and maybe trying to figure out what to do with it. And God, just open it up to other companies, please. That's all I want.
It could be used and implemented in so many fun ways, I'm sure, even ways that I can't imagine.
Right.
And I've imagined a few really fun ones. But
so the last thing I got here is Hogwarts Legacy. It's had a tumultuous time throughout its life, and one of the big things was DLC that was coming for it. It was rumored to get some Quidditch DLC, which turned into its own game, upset a lot of people, but maybe also didn't, because the game was not very good. But there was a DLC that was supposed to come out this year. It was supposed to be pretty big. Reportedly gonna like open up lots of new branches for story within the game. But from Bloomberg, and I assume this is Schreier, but I don't know, because I couldn't.
If it's Bloomberg, it's probably from Schreier.
Yeah, I don't have access to the Bloombergs. Maybe we need a subscription. I don't know. We'll see. Because he just puts out good stuff, you know. Like, I want to read them.
I'm almost positive he's the only one in charge of the Bloomberg thing, and I think
when it comes to
only
gaming,
recently is there another one.
Oh, okay. So it might not have been him, but probably is.
Yeah, most likely.
Yes. But yeah, so it sounds like with all the layoffs and everything, it's turning out, the rumor right now is that there's not going to be any DLC. So that kind of sucks for people who really like that game. I know there's a lot of people who thoroughly enjoyed it. Despite the controversy around it, even people who didn't really want to support it, but were like, but I wanted to support the developers and want to play it. And
to be fair, there's only one reason that it faced any bit of controversy.
Oh yeah, no. Well,
there's one person making terrible remarks has completely trashed the brand.
Yeah.
Even if it sells, people will buy it. Okay, but
yeah, that's a difficult thing.
It makes people second guess it and question their purchase at all.
Right.
You shouldn't ever have that.
No. But yeah, so that's a big letdown. But we'll see what happens with Warner Brothers. They might be not long for this gaming world as well. Although I'm sure at some point somebody will pump money into them and they'll be back to make some stuff. So we'll see. But yeah, it's just kind of sad that it's like people have been waiting for this DLC. Hearing not just gaming journalists but gamers reading stuff about how much fun they had and they want to experience more of the world.
It sucks when your game doesn't get what you were hoping for, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
You enjoyed your game, and all of a sudden,
it's the opposite of No Man's Sky.
Yeah, it's also kind of feels reminiscent of like Overwatch becoming Overwatch 2. Sold on a promise that's not happening.
Yep, right.
I mean, in fact, I heard recently that there's some rumors around whether or not they're going to just drop the 2 out of any representation of Overwatch.
They should. There's no reason to keep it around, honestly.
There's not. It's... You ruined it.
Yeah.
In fact, now they've gone back to their most recent updates, got back to being completely Overwatch 1.
Now with loot boxes. Remember those? Remember how much everybody loved those?
The old Overwatch, apparently the old Overwatch 1 costumes are now labeled classic, where the Overwatch 2 costumes are labeled something else, luxurious or something like that.
Ooh, wow.
How luxurious.
I know.
Yeah. I don't know, some sort of adjective, you know.
I know adjectives.
So they just like that's kind of a part of where that rumor is coming from. Is that because they changed the name of those, they're gonna just like drop the whole 2 thing. Which kind of makes sense.
It does make sense, honestly. I hear they're making they're trying to do some changes, make things enjoyable again.
I mean, look, at least they're working on it. Apparently the new like perk system thing is pretty clever.
Yeah, it's like Flats had pointed out, like what Marvel Rivals is going to do is make Overwatch try harder.
Yeah, well, it's all better competition, or you know, having somebody to compete against leads to better results, like,
right?
Leads to that drive to be the better.
And because if you don't,
it's all better for everybody involved. Like it's all better for everyone involved.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I mean his whole point was you shouldn't want Overwatch to fail, because then what happened with Overwatch is gonna probably happen with Marvel Rivals.
We should want more, you know, if you like the hero shooter thing, you should want more hero shooters to actually succeed.
Yeah, you should just want
and come out
more better games.
That are good.
Yeah.
Better.
It'll be good for everyone.
Obviously, we don't support ones that aren't good. Many have failed, even ones with big IPs behind them. Just gotta produce good games. I don't know. I don't know how we make them realize that they don't really care. They want games that make money.
Yeah,
they want the money.
Indeed. I mean, I want the money. Can't blame them for that.
Yeah, well, there's
not the way they do it.
Yeah, look, there's a way to have money and success.
There is.
But here's the thing: it does come at the cost of a little less money. Just the one thing, just a little less money for you.
This sounds like communism.
Make yeah. That sounds familiar.
Oh yeah. All right. Well,
can't do nothing about that, I
guess. Nope. Okay, so a little bit of what we got here. Some release dates coming up. Last of Us Part 2 Remastered comes out April 3rd. Sand also comes out April 3rd.
You guys have both invited me.
I hate Sand.
Oh, yeah. Don't click on that. That
of course,
link,
it gets everywhere.
That link that got sent out from my account, I found out that it's kind of a harmless hacking thing. I don't think they're actually stealing passwords, they're just stealing tokens. So they're sending out messages as people. But
okay. Well, both you and Rian have sent me one.
Yeah, she clicked on it.
Your guys hackers didn't send me any.
Really? Double check your messages and see.
All right.
Because the other thing that they do is they block you from being able to, like, if you see that your friends list has blocked, like the friends are blocked, you're not going to see any message updates at all. And that's how they get around like anybody responding right away. Like, oh, I think you got hacked. You just won't see the message. So, either way, I didn't know this, but inside of Steam, when you have a message, it actually shows you the link where it's sending you to. Let's see if I can pull that up. But it looks like a Steam link, but it clearly isn't if you pay attention. You know what? I think they got me while I was playing Marvel Rivals, so I wasn't paying attention like at all. I was just like, oh, Steven. It was Big Steven. It was like, oh, Steven invited me to a game. Yeah, I'll check that out later. And I think I tapped on the link to save it for later, and I don't even know what happened from that point. Except that
I think I got saved because mine didn't sign into, because it went to the web page like through the browser.
Oh,
So I thought that was a little fishy to begin with, but it went to there, and I don't have it signed into the browser. And I was like, I can't remember my password right now. I can't be fucked for this. So I just kind of ignored it.
Yeah, good. Yeah, apparently
I looked into this. I looked up Sand, and I was like, I don't think this is a game I'd be really interested in. I don't know why he sent me
that. Yeah, I figured it was something that Big Steven was playing, had early access to, and it's like, oh, let's check this out. I don't know why this is like, it makes me not want to like even suggest Sand, because I'm like, is this just part of a campaign that they bought? Like, are they purposefully doing this to people? I don't know. It's one of those things. Anyways, yeah. There's not many other games coming out this next week, so we'll see. Jump into our weeks.
Yeah, we get into our weeks. I went first at some point, so.
Yeah, I think you might be running out of those soon.
Nah, we agreed like 3 months on those.
No,
so we got a while.
It's like a month.
No, it was 3.
No, it was like a month. You were gonna do it for like a week.
Nah, it was red.
I'm interested to see how long he's gonna get it to last. Honestly.
I don't know. Christian milked it for like several months.
Right.
I do remember that.
I did not. Over exaggerations. Accusations.
And truth.
That's not. and not truth.
Just because there's some fact to it doesn't mean it's the truth.
Right.
I hate both of you. Anyways, my week was fine. I'll go first.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Cowards.
Oh, we're gonna hear about this for years.
Right.
Yeah, you better believe it. Yeah, I had a week. Ended up having to work an extra day at work, so that kind of sucked. I haven't really played too much, games wise. Although I did see that the Yakuza Like a Dragon on Xbox is leaving soon.
Yeah.
So
trying to get that on.
I need to finish Like a Dragon.
I'm not even gonna worry too much about the side stuff at this point. I just need to get through it since it's leaving so soon. Get through it so I can play Infinite Wealth, and then I can have infinite fun with that one because I own it.
Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough.
So yeah, just started playing that. Did watch. We started watching From. And well, I'll say I know why you like it. I understand that. I think it's okay. It's fine. It feels a lot like Lost.
I like it.
I don't like most of the characters. I think there's only 2 characters that I really like at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I like with Jade, the Tony Stark asshole counterpart.
You like the asshole?
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
He's pretty funny, honestly.
I guess there's 3 characters because I like Donna.
Donna's great. She's one of my favorites.
Colony house owner, and I like Victor.
Victor's interesting.
Those are all good choices for the people that you like. Yeah. I mean, so that's pretty much how I felt too at the beginning.
We're 2.5 seasons. We're in season 2 and halfway through season 2.
Gotcha. I mean, I do like what's his name? The main character, the sheriff.
Probably Pete. Boyd.
Yeah, Boyd. There you go.
Although I struggle to remember a lot of their names.
Me too. I'm 2.5. Yeah, you know, 2. We're far enough in at this point that I'm like, I should care about more of these characters, I think. But alas, I don't.
Yeah.
I think it feels a lot like Lost, which is why I think you like it so much. Well, and I'm wondering if I'll ever get answers.
Yeah, I feel like they just have a bunch of weird stuff, but they haven't explained any of it.
There's a lot of answers that do come about. That's what I felt is all the way up until the end of season 2. There wasn't a whole lot, but by the end of season 3, I was like, okay, we're getting some answers now.
Okay, there it is. We gotta get through season 3.
Yeah, and I mean, they obviously don't answer everything. They want that mystery to be there, but there's a lot.
Told me what Cold Harbor was, and like explicitly too.
I mean,
Harmony just sat Christian down, explained what it was.
I understood what it was on that episode. Cold Harbor is the last episode we watched.
I'm still not actually sure what it was, though.
Yeah,
just like taking apart a baby crib.
I don't. At this point, I don't know who it was. I understand what it was. The personality for homegirl, for Gemma.
Yeah, but why is it called Cold Harbor?
Oh, I don't care why it's called Cold Harbor. What the fuck does name?
Weird names, yeah.
Name doesn't matter.
But what if it does?
Probably does. Probably means something.
Probably means something to someone. I mean, I'm just asking who it was because I think I'm just asking questions.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it was someone.
Yeah, but, it's that sort of feeling is how I felt at the end of season 2 of From, where it was like, all right, so like I get some aspect of this, but I have a lot more questions.
Yeah, I mean we're in the 2nd season and like halfway through, and I am just like, I have way more questions, and then every episode they're like, oh, check this out. It's like, this doesn't answer anything. You're just adding.
Doesn't even like vibe with the other mysteries. Just some other weird thing. It's also happening.
Yeah, that's what I think I like about it, because it feels like there's going to be some sort of interconnectedness at some point. But there's a lot there that
there better be.
Right, there definitely better be. If that doesn't happen, then it'll not be a payoff. But I mean,
all I can figure right now is it's all just like Stephen King's The Regulators. Or I guess Richard Bachman. It's a book.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's I mean, some kid some kid gets like the power to manifest his imagination, but he doesn't realize he's doing it. He gets possessed by a demon, and demon gives him the power to like manifest his imagination. I think he's got The Shining too.
He's got the shin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just feel like that's what's going on with Victor. He's all just manifesting all this with his mind. Yeah. All those crayon drawings.
Yeah, yep. That's where I was leading to at the beginning is that I think even after the first season, like it felt like there's a lot of like just like historical like aspects of what the heck is going on. Right, like things like fairies and like generally well-known creepy nightmarish sort of things, right? So where I'm feeling is that I wonder if it's like, all right, are these like, is this a place where like nightmares are created? Is this like the fairy realm, quote unquote, like that you see in some other lore and whatnot? But yeah, I don't know. There's a lot that I'm still like, I have no fucking clue. Please tell me.
It's just a random governmental experiment.
I don't think it's governmental, because I definitely thought that at first too. But
private sector. Makes sense.
I feel like if they did that, it would feel too close to Lost. That's the only reason why I don't think they're doing it, honestly.
So far, the only thing it doesn't like, the only difference between this and Lost is that Lost is on an island. Yeah. And this one's in a town.
No, I mean, I don't think so.
That's really not even that different because they're still like isolated either way.
Yeah, right.
That's right. True.
Well, that's one of the similarities. They got stranded somewhere.
Indeed.
I think the bus showing up was like, there's all so much they threw into season 2 really fast.
Yeah. I mean,
it's like, okay, I guess you need more bodies. Yeah, give us more people to die.
Well, always.
And then of course they introduce people, and I know what they want me to do, like that skinhead looking motherfucker being an asshole to everybody. I'm like, oh good, here at some point they're gonna try and make it be like, oh, but he's actually an okay guy.
I don't want to say anything.
Well, because I'm right. I know I'm
right. Maybe you're completely wrong, but probably not. The show's been pretty predictable.
Yeah.
The minute I saw that girl on the bus, I knew that was that other chick's fiance.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way. She's. Or as soon as she said she was a nurse, I was like, okay, there's no way.
Yeah. No.
This is definitely her fiance. What's that about?
I think that's kind of interesting, although I don't really care about.
Does it get to pick who goes in
relationship?
That one I can't answer for you at this current juncture.
I believe that you couldn't. I believe you have no idea.
No, 100%. I have no idea on that front.
Okay.
That has not been answered yet, for sure.
I believe that because we're only like a season and a half behind you.
Yeah.
What's available, right? But yeah, I mean, okay, overall I enjoy it, but it hasn't grabbed me. Maybe it's because, I just watched Severance, and my idea of good TV is like way the fuck up there
right now. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's the thing, is that I think Severance follows the same model, because I mean, there are people from Lost that also work on Severance as well.
I don't know.
And I think
Severance did a good enough job of feeding little bits, and I feel the writing's a lot better in Severance.
Oh, I'll 100% agree.
As is the acting.
The directing and the acting and honestly, just a lot of stuff.
So I feel they do a decent enough job. They do a decent job of they'll add a layer or something, but it usually comes after, like, you'll get a answer to something simple that they were asking, and that only leads to like a bigger or more question. But at least things were happening.
I get what you mean, but I think that's also...
did only take place in season 2.
Yeah,
season 1 was not like season 1 was all questions.
Yeah, and I feel like when it comes to Lost, when it comes to From, they're employing the same formula. I think, like, honestly, I think the Lost writers, they're all at the point where they're making other things, and it's all based on how they formulated Lost. And that's why, I mean, I think both of those shows follow Lost's formula very closely. Just the formula, like, just break it down to just the formula. It's that here's an episode with, like, we answer one thing, we give a little bit of something else, and sometimes the answer is not really consequential. It's just something more to know about a person. Or sometimes it's something that is significant in like a kind of a minuscule way. I don't know how to explain it, where it's like something that can lead to a bigger answer, right? Because that's how I felt with Severance a lot. Like again, with just seeing little things like, oh, well, they're talking, they mentioned something here, like that feels like a little bit of an answer to something that is a bigger overall question. And that happened to me.
I was also getting so mad. I was also getting so mad at some of the the decisions and choices they make.
Like what?
A big one is the box. I understand the purpose behind having such a thing, and the idea of like holding, making sure that law is there, that rules are enacted.
Mm-hmm.
But they go to explain that these people that these things that hunt them don't just kill, they torture.
Yeah.
Okay. So putting someone in that box to get tortured for a death sentence seems so much harsher than just killing someone.
I think that's the point.
No, how is it? Because that one dude he didn't directly kill someone. His actions got his wife and child put in danger.
No, the point isn't the point isn't to torture people. The point is to make them not want to do anything bad enough that they won't do anything bad.
Well, I get the idea. It's a scare.
That's the whole reason why
putting
he
a guillotine.
Yeah, that's the whole reason why he doesn't want to make him do it. He's like, he's like, you but don't, just you don't really I feel there's this is the rule. I still feel like that's so fucked. It's so fucked that I feel like either just straight up killing somebody or sending somebody or banishing someone from the town without a pendant and telling them to leave would be far better and still just as scary than putting anyone in that box. That is fucked. The idea that is fucked. Yeah, that's I think your feeling right there is exactly what it's supposed to entice. That is such a fuck thing. Why would I? I can't. I don't want to go out that way.
So it would be banishment. Banishment would be just as scary because you are likely to die.
No, you're saying that that's a better way to go, though, right?
It's more fucking. They keep getting in these things of humaneness of putting them in there. Okay, there were far better ideas than the box. Banishment is just as terrifying in that world because you don't have the safety as that box. Like you're just putting someone in that box just means death. And if you're just going to put someone to death, just kill them. Just put a noose or a guillotine in the front.
But that's my point. Fuck. It's not the same, because you're saying, like, why would you do that? It's extra fucked to make them do it this way. That's the point. It's supposed to be like, yeah, that is such a fucked up thing to do. I'm not gonna, like,
I feel like it's more just fucked for the audience sake.
No, and you
can't tell me these group of people who don't want to use the box in the first place didn't think of banishment first.
Oh, I'm sure they did. Yeah, 100%.
It's a far worse, like, it's fucked. That thing is fucked. Anyway, they've also made like dumbass choices in like kind of like arguments and things they've gotten into. Like their whole thing against Willie right away was just kind of dumb.
Against who? Sorry, you have to remind me.
Or not against Willie, but Victor, the special guy. The guy's been there the longest.
Yeah.
Victor.
Well, I mean, what are you talking about that they had?
They got all fucking defensive of him like right away, like he was gonna like molest their kids or something.
Oh.
Or hurt their children.
I mean, I kind of
all like super offensive and defensive right away. I get they lost a child. I have a hard time caring about those two at all.
No, I actually,
the mom and dad couple I don't like.
I will tell you right now, I continue to not like them. So
I don't see it changing. I don't see the kids are okay. Yeah, but them themselves, God.
No, they're very,
they make
very
terrible decisions on the constant. Sarah, in the latest episode we watched, Sarah, the psycho girl who tried to kill the kid. She's back in town and in the church and stuff.
Yeah.
And the sheriff's like, stay inside. Immediately disregards that and goes outside and goes fucking around. Immediately. For the whole day. Keeps going outside.
For the whole day. Yeah.
Keeps getting him put in positions of being just, people running to go fuck her up or lay into her. Like,
yeah, I mean, from her perspective, I understand that as well. Like, when you do something horrible, are you not going to want to try to make up for that?
Okay, but she keeps fucking over homeboy.
She does.
She keeps saying keeps saying how much he saved him and stuff like that. But every decision she makes it hard for him. He's going to go tell someone, and immediately they see her before he can get to them.
Yeah. No, that's true.
It's so dumb. And then sometimes they get in, like, they say something stupid like, I can't point to any examples off the top of my head at the moment, but sometimes I'll just say something stupid. It's like, okay, but you guys know that you guys have gone over this already. Like, this person's not dangerous, or you can't, that's not going to save you.
Well, again, I think part of it's, the whole fucking with everyone's head. And, like, that's the whole reason why it tries to have Sarah do these things, right? Because she's very timid and unassuming, right? And so that just leads to whatever the fuck is going on. Like, it's literally fucking with their heads. It's getting them to not trust one another,
I get it's all fucking with them, and like them not being mad or being mad at her and stuff like that. I get all that. But she just keeps fucking up on like a constant basis. Hey, stay inside so I can go tell all these people that you're here and shit. I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna go outside instantly, and then not feel bad or do anything about that fact. Just do it. But I'm gonna conveniently be in the church the one time that the kid comes by, so I can have a conversation with him. But then every other scene, I'm outside. There's just some stupid stuff, which is fine. I'm not gonna give it too much. It's fine. I'm enjoying it enough. I'm gonna keep watching it, but maybe just after watching Severance, that was too much to ask for another really great mystery.
Yeah.
Watched a really good movie. We watched The Monkey.
The movie was really good.
The Monkey.
Yeah. Based on Stephen King's short story.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I remember you mentioning this.
It's a horror comedy.
Mm-hmm.
And oh man, it's so good. A surprise appearance from Severance himself.
Yep. Severance makes a cameo.
Yeah. Severance comes in, he sets up the tone, really sets the tone of the movie. As he tries to sell the cursed monkey.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just goes on the most ridiculous rampage. It kind of tries to be like fairly serious. I want to say like the characters in the thing are fully serious about what's going on, but everything that's happening is the most ridiculous. The characters are just weird. Everybody, all the little like side characters and stuff are really strange people, and the like absurd and utter ways people die in it are just perfection. Chef's kiss, no notes. Perfect movie. I want to say the best horror movie of the year so far.
Oh, really? Man.
Yeah. Andrew, you? What do you think?
Do I agree with your assessment of The Monkey? Yes.
Do you think it's the best horror movie of the year so far?
Yeah, it is only like March though, so
I mean, yeah, we still got a lot to go.
Yeah, plenty of
so far,
plenty of year, but yeah, definitely so far, best movie I've seen. Although I mean, it's been pretty good horror, pretty good year so far for horror.
Last year was really good.
Last year was good.
So
horror's really going through a renaissance these days.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was until we watched The Monkey, it was that Spin the Bottle was going to be my horror of the year. But yeah, The Monkey definitely unseated that. Just barely, though. It's close second.
The fuck? Yeah, no, The Monkey was really good. I suggest it to anybody who wants to have a great time.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Utterly awesome kills.
Yeah, might have to check that one out. That trailer looks good.
And let's see, I picked up a couple new other shows that I'm going to try and watch. I picked up the new anime Solo Leveling. That came out fairly recently.
Mm-hmm. I've not heard of this.
It's just an anime, but it's based on a book from the like lit RPG genre that I like to listen to.
Ah, okay.
I've seen the book before. I haven't read or listened to the book at all, but I have seen that book being like suggested to me.
Yeah,
because I listen to a lot of that. So I don't know. I figured I'd check it out. It's gotten some like good reviews, and I downloaded The Penguin.
The Penguin.
Which I heard was also fairly decent.
You haven't started it yet, though?
I haven't started it yet. But I just got my hands on them.
Mm-hmm. You got your hands recently. On the penguin?
Yeah. In totally legal manners.
That's how you get stuff.
Yeah.
There's no reason for you to question that.
Oh, shit, I guess we do still do illegal stuff ever since they legalized weed.
Yeah, I do. I definitely don't do anything illegal since they legalized weed. I am not a pirate. And I will deny it up and down.
Yar.
What about like a butt pirate, though?
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, yeah.
Fanny Bandito.
I can't help but steal those butts. You know me.
We do know you.
Yeah, that was pretty much it for me, really.
Okay. Andrew, would you like to go first?
I guess, yeah. I'll take the bullet. I'll do it again.
I dare you take away from my...
It'll save you from having to go first next week, Andrew.
Christian talked about most of the motherfuckers. Yeah, I a little more forgiving with the show than Christian is. With From. I kind of like it. I'm getting a little frustrated though, just the like mysteries being completely non-connected. I'm sure they'll tie those together.
Yeah, I hope they do.
I assume it's magic. That's my guess. Something magic related.
Well, I think the question that I have is it going to be just straight up magic, or is there going to be like religious connotations in here? Because they definitely have some heavy religious things that go on, but
magic demons.
Yeah, like I don't know which way.
Magic demons? We don't need magic. I don't think it's magic demons.
I think it might be.
I think it's demon angels.
The swamp gas.
Swamp gas. They all stayed in a random hotel and they're all hallucinating together in the end.
Black mold and swamp gas. The silent killer.
No, what I think I really enjoy about it the most is that it very much feels like a horror TV show.
It definitely has some horror elements to it.
Yeah,
it does a pretty good job of that. I feel like it can be suspenseful.
Yeah,
I think it needs to show its kills a little better.
Not all the time, but
I get it's a TV show and I want the blood and gore, but
I think it does pretty well with some gore. Maybe you guys haven't gotten to some of the really fucked up parts, but
I see the aftermath.
Oh, I get what you're saying. You want the
last one had that chick like pinned to the tree. That was pretty awesome. But
yeah, that would suck.
That's new. So far, they've just killed everybody out there, right? And I don't think they've like.
I've never seen them save anybody.
I've seen them keep a victim so that they had to do something about it.
It's weird that they're fucking with them now.
They are fucking with them a lot harder now.
But I mean, I'm liking the show. I also don't care about a lot of the characters, though. That's I do agree with Christian on that. I don't care about like the sheriff's son or Fatima. I don't care about those guys at all. I find them annoying. I just like tune out whenever they're on screen now.
Yeah, actually, I kind of feel the same way, and that's how I feel like about Lost as well. Is I didn't really care too much about a lot of the characters to begin with.
Yeah. I just wish the ones I didn't care about the most would die. And just let Jade take over the town. He should be mayor. He's the best one.
He is the smartest one.
Yeah, he's unfortunately right about that.
Right?
I mean, there's not a lot of people there, and they're all very dumb.
They are.
And Jade being the smartest one is not to say that he's smart. The smartest of them.
That's fair.
He does make better decisions than most people.
He really does.
Although socially, he's a little awkward. Everybody hates him as far as that goes.
He is an ass.
He definitely had a rough intro to the gig.
Yeah.
He thought it was all a fucking escape room thing.
Right, that was pretty funny, honestly.
I thought that was pretty funny. Yeah.
Oh my god, he was nothing but the biggest asshole during that time, too.
Yeah.
But all of his action, the new guy who showed up, the guy on the bus who's being an asshole, he's just kind of been an asshole since we've seen him. At least Jade was ready to have some fun. He thought this was have a good time thing, and his actions just kind of come off of being rich and thinking this is all made for him. So his actions, even though asshole-ish, kind of make sense.
Yeah.
With this new guy, it's just an asshole for asshole's sake.
Oh, I bet he comes around though. I just need to get to know him.
Yeah, fuck him. I probably have the skinhead thing wrong, and I'll take that away. But he still seems like a big old dick. I'll never like him,
young man.
I'll put that right up.
Nice young man.
Oh, he does seem like a douchebag. I imagine he's either going to do something so bad that he has to sacrifice himself to make up for it, or he's just there, or he's cannon fodder. He's just gonna get there so we don't feel so bad when they gotta murder somebody.
He's gonna heroically save himself after being a mega dick. He'll do something to make everyone who hated him feel bad.
Well, that'd be like you. Do something to make you feel bad?
They'll probably try. I'm going to refuse it. I still hate him, even after he does the good thing.
I'll hate him.
I'll hate him even more.
Yeah. I think he's an even bigger dick.
Wow, that's harsh.
But that's me.
It's harsh, right?
Haters gotta hate.
Haters gonna hate. Whoa, be careful. You might get sued for that one.
Fair.
Don't say those words.
Get sued. I'd hate to be sued.
I'd hate to be sued.
I'd like it. Nobody ever sues me.
I might like it. I mean, I don't got no money to spare, so.
You can't get blood out of a stone.
Right. Show many.
Bet you can't do it twice.
You just saw him do it.
Yeah, what are the chances he can do it again? Said he's gonna take me out, do some construction work, show me some tools. That's new.
That's new.
Also said he's gonna go out, show me the bridge later, which is nice. He's been mean to me all day.
I did, in addition to having less complaints about that show than Christian had, I played a new video game that wasn't Monster Hunter.
Oh, what'd you play?
The Atom Fall came out.
Oh.
That's on the Game Pass and everything, so been checking that out a little bit. It's pretty fun. I like it.
That's good.
I did.
It does feel a little it's pretty light. In terms of combat and stuff, there's not a lot going on, or RPG stuff too. There's not a lot of upgrades, or there's some upgrades that you get, and that's the entirety of your leveling up. And it's mostly that's just based on your gear and stuff. That's pretty fun. It's very, very sandboxy. What I'm really liking about it. It feels like there is like a solution to anything.
That's good.
Or multiple solutions to anything.
That's even better.
You don't have to. Like, you don't have, I feel like it feels like the kind of game where you could get to the end of the game and beat it without ever having to like kill anything. I've definitely killed stuff, okay. But I feel like you could have a playthrough like that. It's like a ghost stealth playthrough.
Mm-hmm.
Pacifist playthrough.
Yeah.
That's cool. I actually really appreciate games where you could do that. Challenge mode.
It always sucks when you do that and then you accidentally hit somebody with a
you're right.
lethal attack or something.
Like that guy.
I was starting that game. I almost like pissed off one of the first NPCs I met trying to like sneak attack him. I didn't mean to push the sneak attack button. It just happened.
Yeah, that happened to that guy who was playing Rocket, only heal botting.
Yeah.
He accidentally like shot somebody or something. That's good stuff.
Yeah, I know that he went and like begged them to take it.
Yeah.
I don't know if they ever did. I wonder if they did.
No, they said that they couldn't do that.
Okay, well that's fair. That would be probably difficult to remove like one.
Yeah, exactly.
Stat.
I'm sure they could do it, but it'd be like, but do we do this? And then other requests come in.
Really difficult. I'm sure there's an aspect of that too, but I'm sure it's like not as easy as it sounds.
Oh yeah, no. They probably have to dig into some
be a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
And then it'd be like more work than it's actually like worth doing, even PR wise.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Adam Falls pretty fun. I've downloaded it, but I haven't played it.
It's
I saw
fun,
that
yeah.
I saw that Yakuza was leaving soon, and was like, no, okay, I gotta.
Worth the play.
Yeah.
Although I'm not playing it right now. That game requires more of my attention than I wanted to give it for the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I like to keep my attention free for the podcasting.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah, I always play games that are good for that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, monster hunting's not really super complicated.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I'm still liking Monster Hunter too. And I get new content update on Monster Hunter here in like a couple of days, I think, right? Like Thursday, I think comes out.
Oh, really? That soon?
I'm not sure exactly when, but yeah, soonish.
It was like beginning of next month. I don't know. I'd have to look exactly. I think it's Thursday. I think it's Thursday. That's when it comes out.
That seems typical day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thursday or maybe next Tuesday. I don't know.
So I'm looking forward to that new monster. There'll be a hub zone. So now I can drip check all the players in one location. So I'm having to go to the different places to drip check players. Now that I'm a hardcore fashion hunter.
Oh yeah, that's coming out on the 3rd.
Oh, okay. Well, pretty soon then.
I think that is Thursday, right?
Might be.
First is Tuesday. Yeah, first is Tuesday, so yeah. Brady.
So you heard it here first, folks. This Friday. Or whenever.
Or whenever.
I'll probably play it until that comes out too. Oh, there's supposed to be some mini games in the hub, like barrel bowling and shit. I don't know what any of that shit is. I don't really care. I play this game to hunt monsters.
It'll be nice to have the hub.
Barrel bowling. It will be nice to have the hub. I'll have somewhere to show off my outfit.
Right.
Hubs are always just nice because you don't have to go to all the individual bases and shit.
I like hubs too.
But that's about it. Oh, I played a little bit more Total War Warhammer 3 because they added some of the DLC lords as for the story campaign.
Yeah.
Because when they came out, you could only play them on the sandbox campaign. So I was playing a little bit of that. No, nothing to report on that game. It's still fun.
That's Warhammer 3.
Yeah. I played all of those Total War Warhammer games and bought all of their DLC, even the DLC that I kind of regret buying, and it was good. They got all my money on that one. Sega gets all my money on release on all that stuff.
That's true.
It is how they do.
Yep. I'm a sucker for it.
That's okay. We're all suckers for some things.
You whale.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I know, there's you and Tyler. And...
Oh, Tyler's got way more hours in that game.
Well, yeah, no, Tyler goes nuts. But I mean, as far as buying all the content and stuff, I know a bunch of people.
Oh yeah.
Well, not a bunch. I know a handful of people that play those games.
Yep, I played a bit. I'll probably play it a bit more. The problem with the update that I always have with that game is every time they update is that I like to run a bunch of mods on it, and every time they put an update out, it forks all the mods for at least a week.
Right.
Some of the bigger ones that I like to run will probably be broken even longer than that. But at least some of the smaller quality of life ones usually get back online pretty quickly. But I want to check out the new content, but I don't necessarily want to have to play vanilla Total War.
Yeah, that's the problem with getting into mods for games.
Yeah. They just make a game so much better. Fixes all my problems with the game. RimWorld, I can't play RimWorld without mods. At least the Prepare Carefully mod. That is a must-have.
What does that one do?
I'm not.
At least it's where
it lets you set all your pawns before you start the game, so you don't have to randomly roll pawns to until you get a group of pawns that you like.
I think
Oni, it's exactly like Oni's pawn system.
Yeah.
And
you start with 3.
I think Oni has a Prepare Carefully mod.
Oni's probably got the same.
I'm sure they do.
Same thing available somewhere. Yeah, they might not call it Prepare Carefully, but I'm sure it does exactly the same stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure I've seen it.
But yeah, that one's super necessary when I play. I'm not trying to fuck around with having to re-roll the characters 30 times to find something that I like.
Right.
But definitely not starting with randoms. I might as well just not play because they're all going to hate each other and then die.
Yeah. You better give yourself the best opportunity, at least with those guys. It is a necessity.
I'll roll random stats for the rest of the people that come into the village. I'm not gonna anybody else I take beyond the starting 3. Anybody I capture and convert to my ways or our slavery program. Those people can have their own stats, and I'll keep them or set them loose in the wilds to die based on how good their stats are. Or I usually just return them to their faction because you get some faction cred for returning them. Unless the faction really hates me, and then it's not even worth it. I'll just. Sometimes I need skulls for crafting certain items, so they become the new harvest. Also, organ harvesting in general is pretty great on RimWorld.
It's profitable.
Get my best doctor on it and pull as many non-vital organs as I can out of a person before I kill them. You don't need eyeballs. You're not using those. You don't need Yeah, you don't need this liver. How long will you live without this? 36 hours. All right, cool. Yeah, well, that's plenty of time to get your other parts out of you.
Yep, it's profitable.
Yep. Fun and profit, yeah. Or even just replacing parts on some of your colonists that get hurt. They get end up getting a scar on something, or got like a bad ticker. And some asthma. Like, well, I've got these other lungs and they're in perfect shape. Although then you run the risk. Surgeries are always risky.
That's true.
Be careful with that. RimWorld's great. I should play that game more. Time for another run on RimWorld, right? Probably.
That's what I'm
especially with the anomalies.
Yeah, that Anomalies DLC was really cool. Yeah,
it was fun. Yeah, really fun.
Like setting up an SCP Foundation while I'm out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, super fun. RimWorld's great. No new news about RimWorld though.
Between that one and Kenshi.
Yeah, Kenshi's another like
those two like sandbox games have just sucked up
all the mods game. Kenshi definitely needs a wall of mods to be fun. That game is pretty. I mean, I guess it's pretty fun in vanilla.
It was fine in vanilla. There's a number of really helpful mods though.
So. Yeah, just a lot of quality of life stuff.
And really fun starts and whatnot. Like that game is built around having mod support and community stuff. So there's a lot of really fun like scenario starts and whatnot for Kenshi.
Kenshi 2 win.
Between sandbox games, RimWorld and Kenshi are both my like two faves.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I also really like Project Zomboid.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
I really need to play that. I haven't played that at all.
You can die from everything.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Including boredom.
Yep. Depression.
Yeah, depression. Depression will get you in that game.
A bush.
That's why I recommend starting with the smoker trait. It's a negative trait, but well, the stickies keep away the depression. A huge morale boost every time you just suck one down. Limit yourself to like 1 or 2 a day, but
at least you're happy.
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna die to something else soon anyway. Might as well stave off the depression death.
Yeah.
But that was pretty much my week. Was just played Monster Hunter. Gotten pretty. I'm ready for new content. I'm glad there's some coming out.
You got a number of gold.
Pretty finished with the game.
You've got a number of gold creatures, right?
I mean, not saying I'm like finished with the game. I just like done all the content. I still have fun hunting critters. I have got a good amount of gold and miniature crowns. That's pretty much what I got left to do. I got a miniature crown today when we were playing, or while I was playing, when we were streaming.
Nice.
Yeah, the gold crown. Yeah, it's ticking along. But yeah, a lot of fun. You guys should get this game. Play this game with me. Hunt monsters.
I mean, I've played with you.
I guess that's true. You already have this game.
Yeah.
You should get this game, Frankie.
I'm fairly far monsters. I'm fairly far into. I'm almost done with the whole story.
The problem is I don't have a lot of cash right now because of house things.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, that's pricey too.
Yeah,
it is a super fun game. You should get. We could all play. Super fun.
Yeah, we all hunt together,
right? Yeah,
I've got a good support build I'm working on right now. I can give everybody all my buffs and heals and stuff. It's my doctor build. It's mostly to help support Christian. He's terrible at this game.
That's true.
I constantly keep him healed up.
It's true.
Nice.
No, it's a lot of fun. It's Monster Hunter. I'm enjoying it as much as I enjoyed. I didn't like Rise all that much, but I liked World quite a bit, and that's the only other Monster Hunter I've played. So
I played 3 or Monster Hunter Tri.
Mm-hmm.
World and this one. And Wilds is the better one.
Yeah.
World
definitely use some optimization on PC, but
they'll get there.
I take the ports as I can get them, I guess.
Yeah. Indeed,
they'll get there, I'm sure. That's the thing with the PC. It'll eventually.
Usually. Sometimes not, and that's sad.
Well, what about your week, Frankie? What have you been up to?
So
house stuff, sounds like.
Yeah, a lot of house stuff, a lot of health stuff.
None of that sounds super fun. That stuff's kind of exciting.
Yeah, it's a mixed bag. It was kind of cool though. We did the inspections. I can't remember if I talked about that at all last week. But it was kind of cool. Because the guy showed me like when they were doing the camera through the sewer pipe, kind of showing me what everything was in there, all the grossness, and like
but I think you just had
builds up and whatnot, and yeah.
You're just talking about a colonoscopy. Did you go have a colonoscopy?
Pretty much.
The colonoscopy of a house.
Huh.
So yeah, so we're waiting for responses on all of that. What the seller's going to do to, like, are they going to fix it? Are they going to give us credits? Take money off the top? Whatever they might want to do. Either which way. There's a few things where it's like, oh, I really hope that they get that done because, like, there's an issue with the air conditioner unit where if it's on, if there's power going to it, it'll blow out heat, and that's it. So, yeah, that needs to get fixed because summer's coming.
Well, it sounds like you just need the Freon recharged in it, would be my guess. Might be something else, but...
No, it's like if there's power supplied to the unit, like they had the switch on the breaker turned off because once you turn that on, it just starts blowing out heat. So there's something not wired or something in the console that isn't working properly. So that's the one thing where it's like we need that before we move in. Like for sure.
I'll just get a window unit fan.
That's true.
A couple of fans and a window unit.
Mm-hmm. Is it like a swamp cooler or is it?
I mean, most of that would be it.
No, it's
actually like
it's air conditioning, yeah.
Why? I mean, I guess you can build the house. You don't fucking know.
Right? It's I mean, it's colder. It can be.
Yeah. Swamp cooler is only going to give you like
up to a certain
20 degrees.
Yeah.
If it's not humid, which it usually is not.
Yeah.
That's why they're mostly used here.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
people don't know about those. Lots of people have no idea what an evaporative cooler is. It's so much cheaper. It's so much cheaper than running an AC. That's the nice thing about it. It's just it's a fucking fan and a wet pad.
Yeah, as long as you have like a decent one. I mean, they will put out some air.
Yeah, Killian's house got.
Oh yeah. The fucking pump on that thing. Jeez.
Right. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Like shake the house every time you turn it on.
Again, like the only time you can't use it is if it's raining.
Yeah, but if it's humid, then it doesn't. It literally doesn't work.
Yeah,
it will blow whatever temperature it is outside.
Yep,
outside your house. But usually, I mean, if it's humid here, it's usually raining. That's cooled it off. Anyway, it's like the evaporative cooler was turned on outside, so. And it just gets the whole city down to a reasonable temperature for a little while.
Yeah, it's very. I guess there's been a few times where it rains and it's still kind of warm and muggy for a while, but that's super rare.
That's what happens if we get the little like it rains for like 5 minutes and then it's super sunny again.
Yeah, exactly.
Just a bunch of water evaporating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those days suck.
Right.
It dries up pretty quick though. Like 5 minutes of rain and an hour of humidity.
But yeah,
and then it's like it never happened.
Right. It's like, what was that? Did God sneeze? But yeah, so house stuff has been okay. Health stuff has been annoying. I've only really played Marvel Rivals and tackling a bit of Ori here and there, trying to get further. It's not been going great. I haven't gotten any further than I previously have. I just keep making dumb mistakes.
Well, stop. Are you still trying to do your no-hit run?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, one life run, not no hit. That would be insane. But what else? Oh, I watched Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Gonna run through those old ones, kind of check them out. That movie is a movie that I definitely remember why I'm not like the biggest fan of it. But I gotta say, Willem Dafoe with that mirror scene, him talking to himself as the Goblin, it got me. He's so good. I love him so much.
I liked the Tobey Maguire ones, but those come from a sense of that I like Sam Raimi's like style of humor that he likes to incorporate into his movies.
Yes, agreed.
And they show in even Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, no. There's some good parts to it, but overall, I'm not the biggest fan of that movie for sure. It's not a bad movie. It's just not a great movie to me. So we'll see how the next two are, because I do remember really loving Spider-Man 2, and I remember really hating 3. So
2 is really good. I'll stop there.
That's all we have to say.
We don't talk about 3.
And then I remember for Andrew Garfield, like, there's a lot of cheesy effects and cheesy dialogue and whatnot, but
I didn't like the Andrew Garfield ones.
I liked Andrew Garfield is what I really like, and I
don't dislike Andrew Garfield, although I do feel he played maybe a bit too handsome of a Peter Parker. But
I think what it is for me is that I like the way they actually really channeled the source material. Like not bringing in Goblin at the beginning. Like the only major change is they just like kind of ramped up a bit of the story sooner than it happens. Chronologically in the comics and the cartoons, but that's okay. It is what it is. Things got to be at least a little different, I guess. I think honestly, I just hate the fact it's so weird that they made the webs come out of his wrists like organically.
Okay, yeah, no, that is a odd choice.
We just don't know how it works. We can't do that, so we're curious.
It's an odd choice to have made in Sam Raimi.
Yeah, I just think it takes away from Peter's character a little bit. So.
Well, yeah, I mean, they made that point when the movies came out.
I think in the Spider-Man,
how smart he was.
I think in the Spider-Man that Marvel was running at the time, he did just naturally make it in spectacular.
I don't know. I don't recall that.
Oh, I don't remember that either.
But either way,
I think that was why.
Either way, I don't like it.
It does take away from something of him being like, a genius.
Yeah. Well, I think not just a genius, because, they kind of explain it away. It's like, oh yeah, he has that knowledge now because, like, the spider sense or whatever. But more of that, he's the way he uses that knowledge, right? His inventiveness of it.
Yeah.
Which I think is cool. What else? So I started watching Yellow Jackets because
That's good. I like that show.
Yeah,
Christina Ricci. Love her.
So good. She's so good in that.
She's so good at it.
Like,
just fucking crazy.
Yeah, exactly. She's such a crazy ass character, and like
she's just so fun to watch.
Yeah, right. So like I'm not upset at her. I can't be upset at her because it's Christina Ricci, right? So I'm
she's so hot. She's so hot.
You keep being crazy, girl. Like
I'm sitting there like, you. All right, but hear me out, okay?
Well, say less. It's Christina Ricci.
I know she's crazy, but like.
But yeah, I like the way the story is structured and whatnot. It's a kind of a I guess there's also writers from Lost on there too. But it's kind of like the inverse of Lost, where it's like you get these flash. It feels like flash forwards. I know they're technically flashbacks, but it feels like the main point of the story is when the girls are lost, right? So, because there's that mystery of what exactly happened out there that they're always alluding to or whatever.
They ate each other.
Yeah.
It's cannibalism. It's not much cannibalism.
But what exactly happened?
Man, I hope those two get together. Nope. She ate her.
She ate her.
and not the way I was hoping.
In a way, they did get together.
But yeah, so that's been enjoyable. It's an interesting show. I like it. I'll keep watching that. More interesting than Buffy, which I've slowed down on significantly.
Okay, way more interesting than Buffy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've only watched a couple episodes of Yellow Jackets myself, so I'm not very far. But
yeah, I think it's worth checking out. It's good stuff.
It's good. Good cast. All those people are good.
Yeah, no, I think all the actors are doing. They play their roles very well. Yeah, I don't think there's a single one that I dislike. But
yeah, I have the exact opposite opinion of those characters that I do from.
Oh, I kind of don't. The only one I kind of really care about is the main chick and Christina Ricci. The rest of them, like, whatever. Y'all are dumb.
They're all dumb.
I mean, they're all crazy. Whatever. They all they're and I think I'm only interested in the main woman just because it's like, all right, I get it. She's gone through some shit. She made some really horrible decisions. She doesn't have the best significant other. Like, I kind of feel bad for her. But yeah, the other characters, I don't. Again, I kind of don't even care about Christina Ricci's character. It's just Christina Ricci. So
that could be fair, and that could be part of it for some of the other ones for me too. Because like a number of the people who are in there, I've seen star in other stuff and been like, yeah. So maybe that's just recognition.
Yeah,
like oh, I saw you in something else I liked.
Yeah, like the lady that's running for government, like I do care about her kid more than her, and even that isn't that much. But we'll see. I'm still early into the show, so I'll give it some time to grow. See what happens. I think I'm only like 4 or 5 episodes in, actually. So
you're only a few episodes ahead of me.
Yeah, so it's still early. But yeah, what else? I really don't think I have anything else, actually. Yeah, I think that concludes it for me.
All right, what did you do this week, Christian?
Yeah, since
I did a few things. Yeah, since Andrew went first. I did a few things. I'm really looking forward to watching that Death of a Unicorn soon.
Yeah, that's coming out soon.
Mm-hmm.
New A24 movie, all about unicorns. Make the unicorn scary again.
I saw a little interview with the director. He said he read a lot into like the lore of unicorns.
Yeah.
and how they represent like the corruption of like man.
Oh, really? Huh? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I thought they were just like horny horses.
Also, yes.
Well,
but different kind.
I remember reading that they found a unicorn, technically. But it wasn't a horse. It was a deer. A one-horned deer.
Oh.
And they think that
it's not the same.
That actually might be where it might have like all came from. Was that there's a fairly decent likelihood that a deer can end up with a single horn.
Well, yeah, they grow horns.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not impressive seeing a deer with a horn.
Yeah. They think it just got romanticized, through storytelling and whatnot. The deer with a single horn, whatever. I've seen those before. Now we need a horse because they're majestic.
I've never seen a horse with a horn. Maybe if you crossed a horse and a deer, it would only grow like half a horn because it'd only be half deer. Maybe that's what people saw. Some sort of like horse, deer, mule.
Some island of Dr. Monroe.
Like from The Simpsons?
Not from The Simpsons.
Oh.
It's like,
but also, I think they did an episode of that. So, yes, from The Simpsons.
Yes, from The Simpsons also.
Because I think they also did a spoof on the island of Dr. Monroe.
I'm sure they did. Yeah. Well, shall we call it there?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Ran out of stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't really bring that much stuff.
There's a lot of stuff. No, I mean, we talked for a while.
Yeah,
we all
talked about like a good portion of the stuff that I also did.
Yeah,
like the monkey.
Right.
Yeah, that was a really good movie.
Really good. Yeah, really fun.
Highly recommend.
You should watch it.
It's surprisingly just
what is it on?
Fun.
The free, the Plex, is that what it's on? Did you guys hear about Plex?
I did. I think I did.
They're going. You will no longer be able to remotely stream without a subscription.
What the fuck? That's the whole reason to have it,
right? I do pay for it currently because I was looking for one of the features. Other features. I do not like when companies take away things that were previously free.
I'm pretty sure the person whose Plex I normally watch pays for the subscription anyway.
I'm thinking about finding something else just because I think
they'd locked something else behind that.
Yeah, when you take away free
a few years back.
When you take away
phone access.
That's what it was. Yeah, it was mobile streaming. They locked mobile streaming behind a subscription.
Oh, I thought it had always been that way.
I remember, but no, it wasn't always that way. I remember when they changed it. I was like, I don't fucking anything on my phone like that anyway. I don't use care, but they weren't doing it for like PCs, but phones and tablets. Everything that was anything mobile. They were you had to have a subscription to stream to it.
It was probably through the app, right? Because I don't use the app.
Yeah, it was through the app. Browser, yeah, yeah, you had to use. Yeah. That was what it was.
Okay. Yeah, well, that just lines more to what I'm saying. Then they're just I can't trust you to take away more free features that I think were good to have free, that are basic functionality of your system. So I'm gonna look for something else, because it's super disappointing, and I don't want to continue to support them when they're doing shit
fair
like
enough.
that. So we'll see. I'm gonna have to really start researching on which one is the best.
You find something,
let everyone knows.
Yeah, if you find something that's,
I don't use it.
I use mine for a library.
Yeah,
more so than like using anyone else's. Although I've accessed yours a couple times.
Yeah.
But I don't know, but I've heard enough. I'm leaving. Like, yeah, I mostly use it. So if you find something else,
yeah, I'll let you know because
that's nice.
It's just frustrating to me.
That is kind of frustrating,
especially because I do think from everything that I've seen that they are the best ones. So it's like, no, convince me to buy your product by releasing really cool things that are behind the paywall, which they did. They 100% did do that.
Yeah, they were doing.
Yeah. So like for them to take,
you weren't buying their product.
No, I mean,
put other cool stuff behind there, like basic functionality.
But yeah, I mean, even just the stats alone from buying the free thing, that's like data porn. That's cool enough for me.
Oh.
Like you can.
Okay. Then Jeff definitely has the subscription. I didn't know you had to have the subscription for that data. Yeah. He used to tell me all the time about like who was watching what on his Plex server.
Yeah, you can see all that data, how much something has been streamed, like what's the most popular thing, and there's a bunch of really cool little things in there.
It was like, at the time, it was like 7-8 years ago. It was Key and Peele was those were like everybody streamed on there all the time. I think it was just like everybody's putting it on for like a background show. But,
yeah.
He said for some reason Key and Peele was just like, far and away the most watched thing on his Plex server. Everybody watched that shit all the time.
That's approved for sure. But yeah, so we'll see. All right, let's wrap this thing up here. Thank you everyone for joining us this week on this very special episode of the 8-Bit Show.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was a very special episode. We got to wrap it up with sorry, we had a lot of fun here today, folks. But what's not fun is chlamydia.
Huh.
Don't be a chlamydia.
Don't be a chlamydia. You heard it here first.
And if you do, go see your doctor right away, please.
Or don't.
No, definitely do. This shit's gonna hurt.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
That's the one that burns really bad, right?
Go get some penicillin.
So what does he know?
Yeah,
he's not a doctor.
That's true. Yeah, I am legally obligated to say that I'm not a doctor.
But do you play one on TV?
No,
I do not.
Burn.
I've played one in a couple of games.
That's fair.
Surgeon Simulator was one of them, and I was good at it.
I was good at it.
I am Dr. Kickbutt, but I don't have like a medical degree.
That's right.
Yeah,
not even the other kind.
It's literally describing your doctorate. So.
Yeah, it's a butt kicking.
Yeah. Let's check this up.
Family business.
Yeah.
The kick butts have a long history of butt kicking careers.
Fair.
Also, it was kind of my dad just hooked me up at the butt kicking factory with a cushy job.
Nepotism.
Yeah.
There we go. Here's his ugly head again.
Yeah. I mean, that's how my dad got in the biz. Was his dad hooked him up. His dad got hooked up by a guy that he went to a fancy prep school with.
Nice. That's the way to do it.
Yeah. That's how they've always done it.
Well, thank you, Dr. Kickbutt, for joining me. Thank you, Two Littles. You can catch us here on YouTube and the Twitch. And usually
on Discord.
On Saturday mornings at 9 a.m.
Usually.
Sometimes not. Like today.
It was Frankie's fault.
It was partially my fault, actually. I will own half of that because I did not set my alarm this morning.
What's the other half of it then?
Well, for doing it today, Christian had to work yesterday, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
100% not my fault then.
That's true.
I blame Frankie.
Damn it, Christian.
I know. Really, it's all Christian's fault. Today. Yeah, because if we wouldn't have done it today, I would have been on time. So.
Yeah, I was ready to go yesterday.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Now that we've settled that, let's end the show. We love you, everyone. Hey, as he said before, you can also join us on our Discord, which you can find on YouTube and the Twitch.
You can't just end it here.
We love you all. Good night.
The music's played. We have to end it.
Come on now, hey, don't turn up the volume on me. Why are you? That's not fair.
Hold on, I gotta turn you down in Discord now.
Son of a bitch.
Yep, he's gone. I can't even hear him at this point.
I still hear him. He's mauling.
I don't know why I turned the volume back up. Alright, we're out of here. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
It's the end of the show. The 8-Bit Show.